Today is August 5th, 2021. It is currently 10:22 hours. This is Captain John Tainer, Administrative Division Commander. We are in my office with Officer Alfonso Forrest, and sitting in is Detective Lieutenant Dean Boone. Officer Forrest, you're aware of the information that you brought to Lieutenant Pendleton's attention concerning some social media accusations about your involvement in a criminal act that had taken place in your former area of responsibility.
Richmond. I did an interview with this guy named Tyrus Tillman about mental health. I went up to a facility in Maryland, Harvard E. Grace. It's called Harvard of Grace. That's where it's actually at in Maryland for law enforcement officers and military personnel. They're going through some type of depression and everything, in which I was. I went there, stayed there for 21 days. This guy named Steve Hudson got in touch with me and said, hey, he saw the interview, he liked it or whatnot, and we talked about 30 minutes about mental health, and he wanted to talk to you about doing the interview. I said, yeah, cool. He asked me about 2 questions about mental health, and the first thing he asked me, he said, how do you know Felicia Harris? The first thing I said, who the fuck is that? And he said, you know, that's the person that got killed in Augusta last October. That was, I guess, exposing straight men that was messing around with him or whatever.
A lot of people know me already, but of course, the ones that don't know me, my name is Alfonso Forrest Jr. I'm from Augusta, Georgia. I lived there almost practically all my life. I did move to Atlanta at one point during my childhood. I started policing when I was 19. I worked at Augusta YDC. I started at Augusta YDC, and I transitioned there after 2 years to the Richmond County Sheriffs Office. I worked at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office for 7+ years. I stayed there doing my trial and tribulation with my mental health and stuff like that. And once I came home, I knew that my time was up there, and I transitioned to Atlanta to Snellville PD. This is another thing. This off topic. We have to be educators of the law. They sell law books in the library. They not hiring the law from us, y'all. Go read the law, man.
Go read the law, man.
Go read it. Go get a book. Y'all sit all day doing anything on Facebook. Y'all can just flip it through the book, reading the law, understanding the law. Because the law is set up for us, for us, for us.
Were you involved in planning, assisting, participating, or cover-up of the homicide of Felicia Harris?
No, sir.
It is difficult to determine deception solely based on the emotional tone and context of the 2 videos. While the differences in emotional tone and context suggest that the 2 videos are likely to be very different, it is important to note that people can behave differently in different situations without necessarily being deceptive. Deception is a complex behavior that involves intentionally misleading others through false statements, actions, or behaviors. It is not necessarily indicated by differences in emotional tone or context alone, but rather by inconsistencies between what a person says or does and what they actually mean or intend. To assess whether deception is present, it would be important to examine the specific content of the 2 videos and compare it to other available information. For example, if there are inconsistencies between the man's statements or behavior in the 2 videos, or if other evidence suggests that he may be lying or withholding information, this could suggest deception. Ultimately, determining whether deception is present requires careful analysis of multiple sources of information and should be done by trained professionals with expertise in deception detection.
I wanted to be something different. I wanted to be something different. I wanted to be something where, you know, someone can look up to, man, as far as being inspirational. I knew that I had to do something so I can change my people. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Some people that's in law enforcement, man, they did some stuff, man. You know, they just ain't get caught. You know, respect first. I always give my respect first. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been me. I'm always been a respectful person because of how I was raised. Always just been the pillar in my community, man. I give more breaks than I do anything. Gotcha. You know. I always ask myself, how am I benefiting the public if I put this person in jail or get this person a ticket? How am I benefiting the public? If I can't come up with a legit answer,
because ultimately you're a public servant paid by the public,
right? You know, how am I benefiting this public? I mean, this person if I take him to jail for, you know, let's say let's say it can be some not some battery driving on suspended license. You know, I ask myself, how can I benefit this? How can I benefit the public?
Y'all are here because of me. I have James Dent, who's a resident of the building.
33798.
You trying to do what? What do you? Hey man, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on?
Hey, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm doing laundry. How can I help you?
Yeah, we got a call about you. Come on out here for us.
Dispatch 1102.
Hey, listen to me, man.
Sir,
This what you. I want you to listen to me.
But
I want you to listen to me real quick, cause I already dealt with you last week. Okay? If you want to play this game, I'm gonna throw you in handcuffs and I'm gonna sit your ass in the back seat of my car. Now, you want to play this game with me real quick? I can go ahead and play one with you. So I'm gonna tell you one more time to go out there and I'm gonna put you in these handcuffs.
We arrived to 1421 SC McIntyre Boulevard for trouble
I
with
said I'm
subject.
doing laundry.
That's
Can
what
I
I
do
wanted.
No, you're gonna walk outside.
Okay, hold on. Excuse me.
Walk out the door, man.
Excuse me.
Walk out the door.
Excuse me.
Walk out the door.
Man, hold on. The machine say error. Can you please?
You can do this later.
Man, it only took 2 seconds.
All right, bye, man. Go out the door, man.
I don't appreciate you conversating with me like that at all. I didn't talk to you. Like,
Dispatch to 1105.
hey, how you doing?
1101.
This is right here, man. This is. Hey, no, right here. Out the door. Out here.
I'm not going inside, sir.
Turn around.
For what?
Turn around.
What did I do? Man, I'm going inside.
Put your hands behind your back. In the lobby for
Jesus
tonight's
Christ.
subject.
God bless you and God.
Stop acting stupid.
I didn't say anything.
Come on.
No, man, you're not gonna treat me with disrespect, bro. You kick me if you want to when I. This is bullshit, man. What am I going down for? Hey, Aaron, what am I actually going down for? I didn't present. He said, "Can you step outside?" He didn't say you was under arrest. A freaking dollar, Sally.
Pat him down.
She's petty. And you just upset because I closed you out of my room.
2101.
You ferry from that escort. If you would show me around to Julian Smith Casino, be
Guys.
just in North Augusta.
Pull my pants up, please. That's embarrassing.
104, this way.
2101. Is it the pit or the?
Who keep calling my name, man?
I just took out the casino.
Damn.
From there, I'll also advise you where we're taking location.
I mean,
Hey, do me a favor. Hey, we'll adjust when we get him in the car. We'll adjust when we get in the car. Get in the car. Sit down. Sit down.
2104.
Sit down, man. We'll adjust the handcuffs for you. Sit down.
don't
Turn around.
Don't treat me like this when I haven't done anything to be treated like this.
You can turn.
There are other people in Christian.
You either can turn around, or we gonna force you inside the car. We not gonna adjust no handcuffs.
Can you listen?
No, I'm not gonna listen
But I
until
want
you get in my
to be
car.
respectful.
Get in the car.
This man, we got one in custody.
Ten forward 2102.
Hey, man. Hey. Don't worry about his handcuffs right now, man. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. What she said happened?
They filed an eviction. Just waiting for him to come in at 4 o'clock to keep forcing his way in.
So he's an inmate. She was Chevy is our, you're all right?
I'm good. I'm good.
Chevy is our leasing consultant, and she's trying to assist a visually impaired man because we're close to the public and we're only open by appointment. She's trying to get him into the office, and Mr. Dent is standing in the door. And she said, "Sir, you cannot come in here right now. It is not time for your laundry refills." And he would not back away from the door. He would not move away. He forces himself in there, and then he's at the laundry machine, and I'm telling him to get out of the office, that it is not time. He will need to come back, and he starts screaming and yelling. And then he comes and gets in her
Yeah, go ahead and get his stuff. Start on go ahead and start on the paperwork for him.
He comes and gets in Shelly's face. Well, I'm asking, Shelly called the police because she's in a different office because he will not leave. And then he gets in her face, and I said, call Phil, and he's pointing in her face and getting very up close and personal. You better not do that, you better not do that. But it all started this morning when he approached me when I was right here because I filed an eviction on him, and he's pissed.
All right.
Okay.
You got a bad name on you?
Ooh, no, I don't.
This fool right here, man. I'll get it in a minute. Just go ahead and start on that stuff, man.
What are you gonna do at the break
Throw it out, man.
11:05.
Yeah,
You know,
me too.
and it's tough. It's tough, man. And once you take that from that person, man, you have taken everything from them. You know what I'm saying?
So-
You have took everything away from that person. That person has no means for nothing. Like you took his freedom.